Hey guys, it's Witch. Today I'm going to do a flip through of the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them character guide. For your reference, I got this at a merchandise outlet for $1. I'm not sure if it says how much it was originally. It might under the sticker. Give me a second. It was originally $15, but like I said, I got it for $1. So if you're looking for this, check merchandise outlet. This was the last one at mine, and I live in a pretty small town, so you might struggle to find it for the dollar price, but it's worth checking if you're interested. So we're going to do a quick flip through. This book has a decent amount of text, but we're not going to be stopping to read it or anything because that would just take way too long for the most part. Let's see. So there's this page, and then here's the table of contents. So if you want to look that over, you can see what we're going to be looking at here. There's the introduction page. Let me see if I can get this so you can see a little bit more of the page. Okay, that's better. So yeah, like I said, we're not going to be stopping to read these like longer passages because there's quite a bit of them. It looks like there's going to be a lot of movie screenshots that are really nice. Here's a character overview for Newt, explaining where he went to school, his profession, a little bit about him. And here's some more about his clothing and possessions. I am trying to leave enough time that if you want to read a page, you can pause it and do so. I just am not going to read them to you. There's a little quote from him. This is still all about Newt. Here's a little bit about him fighting in the Dragon or in the Great War, and a little bit about his relationships with the other characters. Here's some of his defining moments, or maybe moments that like helped him develop as a character. So next we're moving on to Tina Goldstein. We have this really nice picture of her in this beautiful dress. So here's her little page. Some information about how she dresses. I feel like this book would especially be really useful for if you write fan fiction. It would be a really great, like, quick reference guide. It's a great reference for, like, art, because it's going to have all the wands and, information about what they wear. So if you're an artist, this would be great for that too, rather than having to look up each time online. You can just look in here real quick, find the page you're looking for, and be there. So now we're moving on to Queenie. Again, they've chosen a really beautiful portrait of her for this opening page. I really like these little graphic design pieces they've included for each character as well. Her wand is really beautiful. I love the end here. Her character philosophy. Move that up so you guys can read that if you want to as well. A bit more about her and how she uses her magic. Her background. And her relationships to some of the characters. Jacob is next. I'm glad they picked this picture of him with the baked good. I just feel like this is a really great, you know, like primer to his character. Some information about how he dresses. Him in his work uniform. I'm glad they included that as well for people who want to do, you know, stuff for him in his work clothes. Here's him in his bakery clothes. That way he can, you know, artists or fanfic writers or whoever can have different references for that. So it's not just the suit he wore for most of it. It's, you know, a lot of different stuff. Here's his defining moments. And now we're on to the MACUSA employees. So if you aren't familiar, the MACUSA is the Magical Congress of the United States of America. It's similar to their Ministry of Magic. You know, I assume most people watching this have read the book and or seen the movie. But you know, I don't like to assume, I guess, that everybody's gonna be on top of that. So yeah, these are obviously much shorter because they're not the main characters anymore. So it's looking like just a couple pages for each character here, but with still lots of really interesting information. I really like this detail, which I actually had not noticed in the movie, but he wears scorpion lapel pins, as you can see over here. But yeah, I'd actually never noticed that before. So that's a really interesting detail about him. And again, this is the kind of stuff that I feel like you miss while watching a movie, or miss really easily. Because there's, you know, there's just a lot of little details in the costuming for this movie, and it's really easy to just miss some of it, you know? Well, let's see. Lots going on here, lots of text. Here's a bunch of MACUSA employees who they don't have pictures of, they just have their names. Here's a little primer on each of the professions. Okay, so here's the second Salemers. There is Mary Lou, Credence. I'm surprised they actually don't have more than one page on Credence, considering he is a fairly important character. So here's Chastity and Modesty. There's not a lot about her, but you know, we don't have a lot to know about her, I guess. Here's the Shaw family's pages. Shaw Sr., Shaw Jr., Langoon Sean. So basically he's kind of the like black sheep of the family character. So here is a character that I guess we get an illustration of rather than a picture. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Obscurus. Here's a newspaper clipping, some quotes. That's all they had for that. I'm actually surprised they didn't have a little more on the Obscurus. But, you know, there was quite a bit of text there. So now we're moving on to the Beast. And from what I see, there is not actually a lot of information about them. it's primarily just pictures. Though it is kind of a nice, you know, basic overview of them, visually at least. And they've picked really beautiful imagery for these, really like high quality renderings. So here's the bonus features. The Art of Fantastic Beasts. So this has some of the graphic design seen and made for the movie. And that's the end of it. So here's the back if you want to give that a quick read. But yeah, so that was just a quick flip through of that. Like I said, you can pause and read any pages you want. I hope this is interesting to somebody. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of flip throughs. And let me know if you have this book or if you found this book interesting, if you're going to pick it up for your art or writing. I'd be really interested to know. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.